Hello and welcome to our coverage of the WNBA on 2K Sports. And tonight it'll be the Seattle Storm going up against the Atlanta Dream. I'm Blake Suniga, and with me at the broadcast table are Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi. And the start of a new WNBA season is something we all look forward to, guys.
Yeah, even though we're in the beginning stages of this new season, I really like what I'm seeing so far from some of these teams.
Yeah, the interesting thing is, it's a marathon, not a sprint. It'll be interesting to see if the teams that have gotten off to hot starts, can they maintain that?
Now here's McMagor. Shot clock at 6. Leah Copper for 3. It's good, and she makes her first shot of the game.
Just a classic modern wing. Leah Copper is more than capable from the three-point land.
Pass to Sabali. And here's Smith. Sykes outside. The kick out to Agumbawale. And here we go, the Dream on the fast break. Leah Copper from outside. Storm with the rebound. To the middle. Here's Smith. And the shot counts. She's fouled. That's a chance for a three-point play.
An intimidating interior presence. Smith uses her toughness to get her way down low.
And Tim, we know success isn't always linear. And just look at Alana Smith. She's a perfect example of that. It took her a few years to claim her spot in the league.
Well, she was a top 10 pick back in 2019. She shot under 20% as a rookie. Alana was out of the league, but she had a great 2023. The Australian finishing third in most improved player voting, and she has really got a spot in the league now.
Now here's Agumbawale. Sykes outside. Good. First shot, first basket.
It's tough to derail Sykes once she makes up her mind. She's so good at creating driving lanes.
Floats one. Young shot is off. Seattle with the ball. Pass to Cunningham. Back to Sabali. Outside Agumbawale. Cunningham sets a screen. No good. Good D by Leah Copper. Smith. Copper with the screen. Pass to Taylor. McMagor covered by Smith. McMagor, no good.
You see defenders afraid to get in her way a lot of times when she's on her way to the bucket, but not that time.
Shot's good by Smith.
A player who can get creative offensively. Let's just say Smith knows what to do inside.
Pass to Smith. Young. Copper outside. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Now Sykes. Back to Agumbawale. Sykes. Here's the teardrop. Fires from deep. And Agumbawale gets it to go.
And their offense already flowing. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
They're getting great looks, and they're capitalizing. They have to be pleased with this start offensively.
Now here's Smith. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Down low. A nice shot by McMagor.
Well, not letting the physical defense deter her. McMagor plays with such tenacity.
Pass to Sabali. Smith. Agumbawale from long range. It's hauled in by Smith.
Her shooting numbers slipping this quarter.
And they could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Yeah, too many empty possessions. I mean, it's simple. They need points.
Back to Magbagor. Taylor, Leah Copper for three. Good on the triple.
If you let Copper get comfy, get time, and get set, she'll just continue to bury these shots.
Sykes outside with her first shot attempt, and she tries off the glass, but it's no good. Pass to Taylor. Smith outside. Copper. Here's Taylor. She's guarded by Sykes. Screen by Magbagor. Taylor. And Atlanta, another bucket. And here are the Storm now. Outside, Agumbawale. Back to Sykes. And the ball out of play. The Dream will have it. So both teams changing it up here. An expansion team back in 2008. The Dream had some serious early success in the W.
Well, you remember, they went 4-30 their first year. But after that, 3 finals appearances in 5 years. Unfortunately for Atlanta, they lost all 3 of those. So the Dream still looking for that first WNBA championship.
Seattle trailing here. Here's Sykes. Screen by Smith. Agumbawale. Shot clock at 5. Shot to stop the run. And Smith lays it in.
You can always depend on her to put that lead pass right on the money.
Smith outside. Pass to Copper. Screen by Magbagor. Here's Taylor. Copper, covered by DeShields. Now here is Sykes. Back to DeShields. Sabali, pass to DeShields. Now Sykes. Rebounded by Copper. Now here's Allen. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. And Agumbawale picks up the foul.
Team foul.
That is her first foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Burrell. Harrison sets a screen. Here's Burrell. She's covered by Cunningham. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Allen. Shoots it up. That one's on target from the wing.
When you're 6'3" like Harrison, you get a nice view of the court. It allows you to see open teammates.
Pass to DeShields. Here's Sutton. The 3 ball. He can't hit that time. Atlanta leading. Here's Harrison. Tries again. And she takes it up and lays it in.
Now, this is where Harrison is at her best, scoring inside. She's a 5 who plays like a 5.
The floater. Cunningham with the bucket inside.
You have to have perfect timing to knock down the teardrop.
Pass to Burrell. Now here's Copper. Picked by Onyenwere. Clock at 6. Copper no good. Outside to Shields. Inside. It's stolen by Harrison. And here we go, the Dream on the fast break. It's intercepted. Here's Sutton. Onyenwere covering. To the paint. Now Sutton. The shot will not fall. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Dream. They're up by 2. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Dream, what do you guys think?
Really good sign for them. They've gotten a boost from their bench.
Always nice to have firepower coming from the reserves, and they've had firepower and then some so far.
Allen with it. Outside, Herbert Harrigan. Pass to Harrison. Young. Here's Allen. Just 5 to shoot. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Storm.
Storm ball.
Here's Sutton. She's covered by Allen. Pass to Austin. Back to Cunningham. Here's the second effort. Dream with the rebound. To the inside. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her.
First personal foul.
That one on Gustafson.
Team foul.
Well, Harrison doesn't get to the line too often, but she's not the player you want to send to the charity stripe because she can do some real damage.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And Brian, with Isabel Harrison, they've got a very effective operator down low.
She's really honed her technique and her footwork. Plus, with her agility, she can make a defense work very hard inside.
Both good at the line. And here are the Storm now. Trailing by 4. Outside to Shields. Sutton, she's covered by Allen. Back to DeShields. Pass to Austin. 6 to shoot. Here's Cunningham. It's good. The assist that time from Diamond DeShields.
Well, Cunningham is a taller guard, which makes her a tough cover for most other guards in the league.
Harrison gets the bucket.
That pass led her so perfectly, she didn't even have to break stride.
Outside Cunningham. Pass to DeShields. Sutton. Cunningham with it. Outside DeShields. Shoots over Herbert Harrigan. DeShields can't hit.
Not pretty. Got to just shake off a miss like that.
Young shot's good.
You know, some players you give that shot to, but let me be clear. She is not one of them. Terrible job by the defense.
Now here's Cunningham. He has 5. Outside to Shields. Pass to Sutton. The 3. It's hauled in by Harrison. And here are the Dream. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Yes, it's good.
And their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second quarter.
And that ought to help them increase their separation. Impressive offensive output.
Now here's Cunningham. Pass to Gustafson. And here's Sutton. Can they get it? Good on the 3-point shot.
Doing a much better job from behind the arc than they were in the first. They're heating up here and chipping away at that lead.
Now here's Allen. D right on her. Pass to Harrison. Young, she's covered by Cunningham. Young's shot is off.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
DeShields can't hit.
And she doesn't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions.
To the wing, right side. Outside, Young. Hits it from three-point range.
Well, I'm a big fan of the fact that she's getting the touches she needs here after not scoring a point in the first quarter.
Time called here. The Storm decide to talk it over. Storm making a switch here. The Storm trail. Outside to Shields. Gustafson. There's Agunbowale with the three. That one drops, and she's now 2 for 5.
What a score. Ogunbowale is a primetime threat to shoot off the catch.
Pass to Smith. Young, covered by DeShields. Smith, it's good. And the assist that time from Ezzy Magbagor.
That's a good look. That is a good look. And she'll make that one most of the time. Battling hard on the glass, and they hold the advantage there.
Yeah, they're fighting for every loose carom and giving it as good as they get inside. They're at about 50% for the game on their three-pointers, and they've only gotten better as this game's gone along.
Pass to Sutton. To the paint. Agunbowale. They get the rebound. No good with the layup.
It hasn't been a very good day for her, guys, and her team really needs her, desperately needs her to start burying those shots.
Now here's Copper. 10-point lead. This is their biggest lead. And she gets the bucket.
I like how Magbagor picks her spots on offense, knows when to look to score inside.
And here's Agunbowale. She's got 6. Looking to end the run. And it's Atlanta with the rebound. Pass to Taylor. Smith. On the wing, Kalia Copper. Guarded now by Agunbowale. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Taylor. And it's out of bounds. The Dream able to retain possession here.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Allen. Copper, left side. 6 on the shot clock. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2.
Second team foul.
You know, despite playing lots of time at the 3, Copper is inside a lot, and it just kind of makes her a different type of matchup.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls, and you look at the career of Kalia Copper, and she really took advantage of that 2020 season.
Yeah, that was the wobble year down in Bradenton. A lot of players opted out, but Copper, she opted in. She had by far her best season, and in the 3 years since, she's been an all-star 3 times, and oh, by the way, finals MVP with the Sky, too.
That one falls, so she hits both of them. And Brian, what do you think it is about Kalia Copper that makes her such a top-tier offensive weapon?
Most would say her pure skills, but you can't overlook her effort level. When Copper's on the floor, she's giving you everything she has, and then some. Gifted with some serious handles. Sykes is such a difficult matchup for defenders.
Pass to Taylor. Magdagor. Screen by Magdagor. Here's Copper. And it's rebounded by Satu Sabali.
She's tried to get it going, but the shots simply haven't been dropping for her.
Screen by Sykes. Here's Sabali. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
Intelligent play call by Satu Sabali. The pick and roll gets her all the space she needs.
And the dream call time here. Here's Taylor. Here's Allen. Pass to Taylor. Now Magdagor. Screen by Magdagor. Leah Copper from outside. Drains it from beyond the arc.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense, they have to close out quicker.
And it's good for 2.
Once inside, Sykes commits to the play. She'll work around contact if she has to.
Now here's Allen. Pass to Taylor. Now Magdagor. 5 on the clock. Count it from 12 feet.
She's finding all kinds of ways to get it going right now. What a quarter she's having.
Arike Agumbawale on the wing. Outside Cunningham. Inside Leaner. And yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Difficult make from Cunningham. That's why she's good for double digits most nights.
Now Allen. Pass to Taylor. Now here's Magdagor. Copper for 3. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
They're picking it up offensively here in the second.
And they've lifted their field goal percentage into the high 50s. They're rolling.
Outside Agumbawale. All alone. And the Storm tack on 2 more.
Well, when it's Arike Ogunbowale running the pick and roll, stop ball has to be the first goal as a defender.
Here's Taylor. She's guarded by Sykes. Screen by Magdagor. Here's Taylor. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
The second she got around the pick and shook her man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very well done.
And so that's the end of the first half. Dream out in front, leading by 14. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. And that's hearing up the shot. Oh, one more time, a round of applause.
Hello and welcome back. Third quarter just about to get going and what has been a runaway of a game so far. And you know, Kalia Copper really taking control of this game.
Well, the threes have been falling for her at an incredible rate. That first half, absolutely ridiculous.
And here in the second, she's got to just keep taking them and keep making them. There is no reason for her to stop.
Young with it. Pass to Smith. Copper outside. Screen by Magbagor. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
We've seen that Copper is capable of big things on offense. And I'm starting to think this is going to be one of those nights.
Sykes up top. Cunningham. Clock at 6. Sabali the screen. Pulls up on the elbow. Connects. The jumper drops.
With the quick and consistent release, Cunningham can knock down shots from mid-range, downtown, you name it.
They get a hand on it. Here's Magbagor. And that one good.
There's a pattern taking shape. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Yeah, 4 of their last 5 baskets have been of exactly that variety.
Back to Smith. And that one falls. It's Brittany Sykes with the feed.
And you're seeing the selflessness from Brittany Sykes right there. She is all about doing whatever is best for the team.
Here's Taylor. She's guarded by Sykes. Pass to Magbagor. Screen by Magbagor. Leah Copper from outside. No good, and she's missed half of her 14 field goal attempts. Sykes with the ball. Covered by Smith. Screen by Smith. Brittany Sykes outside. Rebounded by Copper.
Oh, man. That's one she'd like to have over.
Outside Young. Pass to Taylor. Magbagor. Leah Copper from outside. Fatu Sabali comes up with the board. Outside Agunmawale. Cunningham sets a screen. Smith with it. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots next. It goes on Ezzy Magbagor.
A versatile big with an array of moves at her disposal. Defenders struggle to keep up with Smith.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
The prototypical big for today's game. Smith can beat you inside and outside.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And I'll let you two take out your crystal balls here. What do you think is the next step for this league?
I just think everything gets bigger. We're talking ratings, attendance, interest. We're just now scratching the surface.
Absolutely. We've seen massive growth the last few years. And to me, the WNBA, this is not where it ends up. They're just getting started, and it's going to continue every year to get bigger and bigger.
Cunningham sets a screen. Agunmawale doesn't get it to drop for her. Ezzy Magbagor, nice defense. Pass to Taylor, knocks it loose, and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession, so we'll have a jump ball. Here's Taylor. She's guarded by Sykes. Young with it. Here's Magbagor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Screen by Magbagor. Leah Copper from outside. And the dream, another 3.
She got loose from three-point range in the first half and showing signs here in the second.
Pass to Sabali. Sykes. Sabali the screen. Inside. And that one falls. It's Brittany Sykes with the feed.
Well, Sabali can operate in either role of the two-player game. You just saw her roll, but she can also handle the rock. She's just so versatile.
Smith outside. Down low. Copper. Terrific assist and a nice finish. Just a solid play all around.
Her efficient scoring. A nice lift to their offense tonight.
Timeout.
Seattle calls timeout. And one player who's been getting it done, Kalia Copper.
Good timeout. She's absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on her much quicker, and they need to figure out a way to stop her from three-point range.
Sykes, right side. Screen by Smith. Lets the three fly. Brittany Sykes, that's good.
Yeah, she certainly is not the one to blame for them being in the hole today. She's been right on the money.
Pass to Onyenwede. Copper with the screen. Now here's Onyenwede, guarded by Sabali. And she was camped there in the lane, and she gets the 3-second call. And here is Sykes. She's got 9. Agunbawale. She's covered by Copper. Back to Smith. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Storm will get the ball here. The Storm making a switch here.
Diamond to Shields. Should second.
And it's the Storm with the ball. And yep, it's good.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Copper with the screen. Pass to Young. To the middle. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Outside, Sabali. Now Sutton. It's stolen by Copper. Young with it. Copper outside. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Young. And here's Onyenwede. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Well, if you wanted to give someone an example of a new era big, Satou Sabali certainly fits the bill.
Well, she's 6'4", but she can really shoot it from deep, and what a great shot blocker she is as well. Sabali moves like a guard, a huge matchup problem.
Pass to Taylor. To the paint. Sabali with the steal. Outside to Shields. Sabali, defended by Magbagor. Smith outside. 6 to shoot. Now here's DeShields. Three-pointer. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, you love to see that offensive mindset from DeShields, and really she's showing that she is not afraid to extend her range.
Atlanta calls timeout. Both teams deciding to change it up. Allen. Defense right on her. That shot by Onyenwere, no good. And it's the Storm with the ball. It's a 10-point game. Here's Sutton. The three-pointer off the mark. And it's been a pretty rough stretch for them.
Yeah, this is an important possession. It's essential they put a stop to this run.
Hart down low that time and got hit with the 3-second call.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Johannes. She's covered by Allen. Now Sutton. She has 5. Inside. Austin. Here's Sabali. That misses off the backboard. To the inside. Here's Allen.
They played a sloppy quarter of basketball. In turnovers, they've been a big issue.
And look, they're paying the price. Their lead quickly diminishing.
Here's Sutton. Right side, Sabali. Outside to Shields. Gustafson. Onyenwere covering. Clock at 6. Here's Sutton. No good with the triple.
She's still looking for her first three-pointer of the second half after hitting just one three-pointer in the first half.
Down low. And a basket by Copper.
What a top-notch game she's having. And really, she's got her team in front. And it sure seems like she's going to keep them there if she can continue to play like this.
Here's to Shields. The shot misses. Great D that time from Kalia Copper.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor. It's all adding up.
Well, you look across the team stats, it's one of many areas that are winning, and they've secured a big lead.
They've looked very sharp tonight.
I'm loving it.
Outside to Shields. Sabali. Sutton. She's covered by Allen. Outside to Shields. Pass to Sabali. Top of the key. She gets it in there. Trying to add a few more points to their lead.
And it's not rocket science at this point. Just stay with what you've been doing.
Allen's shot is off. From deep three-point range. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Dream up by 12. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Welcome back as the fourth quarter is right ahead. Not exactly a close contest here. And here's Sutton. Pass to Austin. Poked loose. It's stolen by Harrison. Now here's Allen. Harrison the screen. And Allen gets it to go.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. Easy bucket in the paint.
The interior defense at that end has been lifeless, to say the least.
Pass to Sutton. To Shields. Shot clock at 6. From the arc, gets a three-pointer to fall.
Look, if you give her enough room outside, she's going to take advantage and more often than not knock down that shot.
Kiki Herbert Harrigan on the wing. The tray. The shot comes out. And it's the Storm with the ball. Pass to Austin. To Shields. Onyenwere covering. Let's go. Sutton, no good.
Well, she rushed that one. The D was out of position, but she couldn't make them pay.
Herbert Harrigan. And it's Austin with the rebound. Here's Seattle. They trail by 11. Here's Martin, guarded by Young. And there's the whistle. That goes on Harrison. That is her first foul of the game. The Dream making a switch here.
In for Atlanta, number 6, Celeste Taylor.
Last quarter play, about 2 minutes in now. Pass to Sutton. 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc. The shot that time not on target.
Well, maybe she thinks she can shoot her way out of this cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Someone tell her it's time to give up the three.
And Jackie Young came into this league as a good passer, but she's taken it to a whole nother level.
Yeah, and as her scoring continues to improve, so does her playmaking. That makes her very difficult to defend with the ball in her hands. She's already fulfilled her immense potential.
And the first one falls for her. And Jackie Young went first overall back in 2019, and her transition to the W probably wasn't as smooth as she would have liked.
Yeah, had some ups and downs her first 3 years, but year 4, 2022, Young put it all together, an all-star and most improved player, a big part of that 2022 and 23 Aces title runs. And Jackie Young, a talented guard who scores at such an impressive clip.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. To the middle. And that one's good. Austin.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. A nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
Pass to Taylor. Young. Here's Taylor. Faked in off the glass.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Here's Sutton. She's covered by Allen. Pass to Gustafson. Basket good.
Hit the bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery into the lane.
Allen with it. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Harrison gets the bucket.
Making use of her physical gifts, Harrison gets through, outworks the contact, and finishes strong.
Now Johannes. Pass to Austin. Over Harrison. That one rolling around and rims out. And here the Dream. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
Well, Young runs into some overly aggressive defense. Stays focused and gets the shot off.
Jackie Young. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. So after making the first, she goes 1 for 2. Outside to Shields. Pass to Sabali. Agunbawale. She's covered by Allen. And Agunbawale gets it to go.
A skilled shooter from outside the arc, Agunbawale is someone that loves getting space to take these shots.
Now here's Allen. Guarded now by Agunbawale. Here's Taylor. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
Screen by Smith. Outside Agunbawale. Allen with the rebound. Jackie Young from outside. And it's Seattle with the rebound.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned.
Pass to Sykes. Sabali. Sabali the screen. Three-pointer diamond to Shields. Taylor grabs the board.
Well, with a clear look at the basket, she doesn't really miss a lot of those.
Here's Allen. Here's Taylor. Right wing, fires the three. The shot by Onyenwere, no good. Outside, Sabali. Pass to Ogunbowale. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good, and she'll go to the line. No doubt about it, Arike Ogunbowale is one of the best scorers in the league.
Well, you know, one of the big reasons is she plays a lot. She's in excellent shape. She led the WNBA in minutes played in 2023. That helps. And the other thing I think that she does at an elite level, she gets the line so much. Arike is always applying pressure to the defense. What stands out about Arike Ogunbowale is that she's not just a volume scorer. She's also, fearless with the ball. And anytime she finds a shot, she just won't hesitate to take it.
Pass to Young. Copper, guarded now by Ogunbowale. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Second personal foul.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the line.
Exactly. You want to prevent the layup, give them a little knock, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming down the lane the next time around.
It does send a message.
And she knocks down the first one.
Kahleah Copper is the kind of versatile player a team can really count on. She's always there and ready to deliver, especially when it comes to points.
She hits both from the stripe. Sykes with the ball. Outside, Sabali. Sabali the screen. To the paint. Good, and the assist goes to Ogunbowale.
Because Ogunbowale draws so much attention in the pick and roll game, she's more than happy to facilitate.
Pass to Young. Magbegor. Screen by Magbegor. Leah Copper from outside. The Dream again can't hit. And it's the Storm with the ball. 11-point game. There's Ogunbowale with the three. Dream with the rebound. Outside Young. Pass to Copper. Smith. Copper with the screen. There's the three, and Alyssa Smith gets the three.
Oh, look at Smith showing off a little bit of range. She's good at going after those three-point opportunities.
On top of Ogunbowale, she's covered by Copper. Arike Ogunbowale drives in. Great D that time from Kahleah Copper. Pass to Young. Smith. Here's Taylor. She's guarded by Sykes. Screen by Magbegor. Here's Taylor. Outside Young. Copper. Guarded now by Ogunbowale. Here's Taylor. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Sykes. That is her first foul of the game. Outside. Pass to Taylor. 5 on the clock. Screen by Magbegor. Second shot opportunity. Taylor, that's good.
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is safe.
I don't know if I'd call it 100% secure, but at least 98%.
I'll go 99.2.
Agumbawale with it. Now guarded by Smith. Now here's Agumbawale. Defense is right there. Great D that time from Kalia Copper. Pass to Smith. Now Young. Magnagor covered by Smith. Offensive rebound. And that one's good.
Excellent follow-up play by Smith. She has a good awareness for where the ball is going and gets there to send it back.
Now here's Smith. Screen by Smith. Outside Agumbawale. And she banks in the layup. Now here's Young. She's covered by Cunningham. So no problem for Atlanta as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
This game really a defining game for what they can do when they're playing at their best. Being here at home helps, but the execution anywhere was terrific.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.